Hi everybody. Happy Tuesday. I just wanted to show you one of the examples that you should have went through yesterday on Pearson. Just kind of work through it with you because I think this one's a little confusing. Most of the problems you're going to be doing today on your Math Excel are just things that you're using Pythagorean theorem, just in like real world application, right? So it might say there's a ramp that you're trying to get this box up to, and you want to know how long is the ramp. If you know it's 4 feet off the ground and it's 12 feet to get to the house or something, right? Door, whatever. So it's just Pythagorean theorem, right? So you're looking for the hypotenuse in that problem. Most, so you're going to do 4 squared plus 12 squared equals c squared, and square your numbers, add them up, 160. And then square root at the end, and square root of 160 is 12.65 feet. So that's how long the ramp is. So most of them are something like that are pretty self-explanatory, I think. You're just using some application of Pythagorean theorem. Not too bad. But this one, my students in the past have had problems with, so I wanted to talk to you through one of these. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. I wrote the numbers really big. It looks really small on my screen. I wish I looked really small on my screen. But anyway, so this is the type of problem that says something like, what is the longest item that you can ship in a box that's 18 inches by 6 inches by 26 inches? And the answer is always going to be from one diagonal to the other farthest diagonal. So let me grab another color. So let's say I'm looking for this blue line, right? All the way, hopefully that the box makes sense to you because it's three-dimensional. But from one corner of a box to the very top corner. So we can do that, we can figure that out, but we're going to have to use Pythagorean theorem 2 times, okay? Because we want this to be a hypotenuse of one of our triangles, but we don't have, I'll show you in blue again, this length that we would need, right? So you can see in blue, there is a right triangle right there, right? Boom, boom, boom. But we don't know this side and we don't know this side. But we can find this side with these two. I know it doesn't look like a right triangle, but if we're saying that it's a box, right? A rectangular prism, if you will, then we know it has to be a right triangle down there too. So we're going to use Pythagorean theorem 2 times here. So the first thing I'm going to do is use 18 and 6 as my legs to find this hypotenuse, the first blue line or second blue line that I drew. So I want 18 squared plus 6 squared equals c squared. This is the hypotenuse because it's across from my right angle. It's got to be the longest side, so we know it's going to be longer than 18. So we set it up, square some stuff. This is 324, this is 36, equals c squared. Add those together, 360. Take my square root, and let's see, square root of 360 is 18.97. I'm going to round everything to the thousandths, actually to the hundredths place. We'll just go 2 digits. What I would recommend for you guys, if you are using your calculator, just leave that number on your calculator somewhere, and then use it for the next problem, because we're going to need to use that number now. You can round it, but then your answer is not going to be so precise. And you know, Pearson is really picky about what you put in there. I know some of you were missing problems on your lesson quizzes because you didn't round to the 10th, you rounded to the 100th or something, or you didn't round at all and then it counted it wrong. So just be really, really careful. You might be doing the exact right process, and it's just not the answer that they want. So because of rounding. So try not to round this number. The entire number, just for, if you're taking notes, is this. So probably if you wrote all those digits down, you're going to get a pretty close, right? The more digits I write, the more accurate my answer is going to be. But I'm going to go to the hundredths and just kind of go from that. So let's use 18.97 for now. All right. So that doesn't tell me how long this blue line is, but it tells me this blue line. And now I can use Pythagorean theorem again with this side and this side, which is 26, and figure out how long that one is. So I'm going to do 18.97 squared plus 26 squared equals c squared. So again, that's got to be the hypotenuse, because in here, that would be my right angle. So across from my right angle is going to be my hypotenuse. And then we just need to do a little bit of calculation, right? So 18.97, square that, I got 359.8609. 26 squared, I got 676. Add those together. 359.8609. There we go. I got 1035.8609. And then last step is going to be that square root. So my calculator, I'm just going to square root the answer. And I got that the longest item that would fit in this box, this rectangular prism, is going to be 32.18 inches long. So that's how you're going to do that problem. I know there's one of those in your Math XL. I think there's at least one of those in your Math XL, but that's a really good example one. I should move out of the way so you can actually write that stuff down if you need to. Or you can obviously just pause your screen or take a screenshot, and you can look at it while you're working on your Math XL today. All right, so there's that example. If you have any other questions on ones like, hey, I don't see how I'm using Pythagorean theorem here, just email me or send me a message on Remind, and I will help you out with that one, and we should be able to figure it out together. I can't believe we only have, one more week of school after this, and you guys are basically freshmen. I hope you act like it. Yeah. All right, later. See you guys later.